I want to say this because we are in a particular season and there is a particular attempt, which is believed even by intelligent people, that the economic performance of this administration does not matter, that good governance does not matter. Let me tell you something. I used the term earlier. Governments in our position are sometimes forced to make decisions that they end up regretting. When your debt is 150% of GDP and you get a $1 billion project, you're going to give as much incentives as you can. In fact, sometimes you give away not just the house, you give the kitchen sink and the doghouse and everything with it, just to secure the project, because it is a promise that I could reduce this massive debt. When your unemployment rate is 13% and you get a project that says it's $1 billion, 1,000 rooms, 3,000 persons are going to be employed, you really don't care what the long-term impacts are. You want to get those jobs in now. Can you see what poor economic turns can do to governments in making investment decisions? This government did not do that. We had, and Chris will tell you, a book really should be written on this. In fact, case studies should be done on this to schools of government. We engaged in very detailed negotiations that sometimes got very testy because there was a lot at stake, mind you, on both sides. And it's important to say that it is good to have persons in government who understand business as well as government. So we understood the risks of our business partners, and we were able to explain to them the risks to our public purse, the political risks, the environmental risks, the social risks, the climate change risks, the infrastructure risks, and it was a long debate. Our partners, Nexus, they actually put in money and purchased additional lands to bring this up to over 2,000 acres of land, flat land that could give the project much more viability. They stayed the course. There were costs involved to keep this project going. They bore some of that. So we were literally joined at the hip. But the question is, for us to consummate the union, we have to sign the prenuptial. And it took some time, so we negotiated. Minister Clark and the team from the Ministry of Finance, former Minister Clark, they deserve some commendation. We eventually settled the tax issues and the other incentives, and we're here today with a very solid agreement that will form the corners within which this investment will operate.